So the diet and everything, and what you're eating and what you're drinking is so much of an issue. I don't know what's going on there. That is right onto my mustache. I don't know what it is. But other than that, I've been looking at so many things, and I was looking at other people's diet. I was looking at other people's on how they're eating, on how or what might cause it. You know how other people get sick because on how much sugar we consume. I mean, it depends on how we all consume it. Like the people from America, people from the UK, example, from here. But I don't really eat a load of sugar as much as you might want to look at it. But even though I might have this, it's not as much sugar as there supposed to be. So, but at the same time, I look at Starbucks, and when I look at Starbucks nowadays, I mean, I used to look at other videos where they'll put loads and loads and loads amount of sugar. Like I mean, a loads amount of sugar. Like not one teaspoon, not two, not three, not four. But the way that I look at it is like 480 teaspoons in a cup, and then adding an extra chocolatey, creamy, or whatever it is. Because ever since I first heard about Starbucks, I never really wanted to try it. I'll be completely honest with you. I never really wanted to try it myself. Like I tried the McDonald's frappe. I think it was something called a frappe or something like that. And to be honest, it was nice, but I mean, I stopped drinking that a few years ago, and really, I don't know how other people can consume it depending on their weight. When I mean depending on their weight, I mean like I mean it's kind of like you're in the obesity type of stage. Even if I know other people do, but they're not obese. But at the same time, I mean, you always say to yourself that you want to change your whole diet. You're eating salads, but at the same time, you're drinking Starbucks. That's what mainly confuses me on why you might. I'm just saying this as an example because yeah, you might want to give it a sweet treat, but something sugars like that is absolutely bonkers. No, no wonder why people can't focus most of the time. When I used to consume a load of sugar into my diet, I mean, I have one chocolate bar and that's mostly it. Because I know how much fat, I know how much sugar it has in that chocolate bar. Like I've seen. I need to stop saying that because I haven't. Well, I've seen a video. Well, I saw a video of this guy eating like what he was stuffing his mouth with Oreos with milk and calling it a cereal. Like I mean, you're literally the amount of it as well. I'm showing my own character here. Usually I would be serious about all these videos, but I, I'm I'm using this point where I need to be myself. I don't want to be this whole serious type of person now. Like, I want to show some character to you guys for how I'm trying to mention things out properly, so you guys can understand a lot more. So I look at crisps, I look at sweets, or as you Americans call it, candy. I looked at my local supermarket. I wouldn't say it's a supermarket, it's a post office, and they do sell some American sweets in their shop. And when I used to try it before, like, I used to get addicted. I wouldn't say I used to get addicted really, because I never used to eat it every single day. I liked the taste of it, but it wasn't really my type of thing to even, eat it every single day. But when I try British sweets, it's a lot. I wouldn't say it's a lot different, because it's still sweets in it, and there is a bit of a stronger point and the weakest point. The weakest point of our sweets are like, I don't I don't even know how you explain it, but it's, let's say for example, other people from different countries can be obese, and you look at the back of the sweets or the package. I mean, it's the same with supermarkets nowadays. You look at the back and there's so much words. Like, I mean, there's so much words within that packet. You don't even know what they are, or nothing other than that. And it's either talking about energy drinks as well. Like, I did show a video. I don't know which video it was. I can't fully remember, but I had an energy drink called C4 or something like that. But then I switched back onto to drinking Monster instead. So the white Monster, basically, because it used to be, quite popular. So I decided to try it anyways. And to be fair, like, honestly, it's a nice taste, but it's still an energy drink. And I was drinking it like two a day, just two a day. But the amount some people say the amount you can consume is one or two. And that's mostly it. But the only reason why I don't eat a load of sugar, as what I'm trying to say is that I always used to get pains here. So no matter, like, I used to get like random like nosebleeds, like, from it. The amount of artificial, how would you say it, artificial sugars, or something artificial. And if I ever tried anything artificial ever again, then I would hate myself for it. And I wouldn't know what to do from there, but just to either say, like, okay, I need to switch up my whole diet and everything. So this is where I don't feel like, it's hard to explain, like, the anxiety, what other people say, like the anxiety of other stuff, like you can't do certain things, you feel drained, as soon as you wake up, you feel drained and drained and drained, and it's constant. It's really constant. If that's even a word. So, I mean, the sentence. I mean, but Yeah. But the things that I have tried switching was to drinking flavored water, eating a load of meat. Well, I wanted to try red meat, like raw meat, and all sorts. So, like, I am planning on eating raw meat to see how it goes because there's some other people that are doing it, and there isn't any health risks towards it, even though they might say, what even is that? Yeah, I was gonna say, even though that there is, sorry, it's just something up in the sky. I think it's some plane or something. Um, yeah, I mean, of other people. I mean, how do you say? I'm trying to think of what you call them, like the health officials or health people. I'll call them health people. But really, I wouldn't really recommend even listening to them. Like never. Like the last time when I had, a cooked meal, and well, last time I had a cooked meal, the meal was yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, since I can't eat raw chicken and all that type of stuff, what about eating raw beef? What about eating whatever? Because how else did we survive? By backing cavemen, and didn't know how to cook and everything. How did we get our protein? That's the thing that you got to think between your diets and everything. And others, like when I mentioned about something about crisps, it's not really real. It's not real potatoes. Most of them can be, but when you're looking at like something cheesy or anything like that, no, I wouldn't class that as like an actual potato. Nothing. I wouldn't really class it as that. But this is what you have to think about something like this, because if you don't, then it's like you're going to keep eating the same shit. You're going to keep eating it, and your whole blood levels. This is how you gain diabetes. Diabetes will increase a load more, and I know it's. I used to be like that before. I used to keep eating the same shit. And I used to always say to myself that I need to stop. But 2 or 3 days later, I went back onto it. And I didn't say that it was hard, it was just how I was progressing it. I was progressing it as soon as I needed to stop it, basically, if that makes sense. But I mean, yeah, it's for other people that have, really poor quality. Like, even though when I try and mention out sleep with your diet as well, it's completely the same, because if you don't eat the right amount of foods, if you don't eat the right amount of calories and all sorts, then it's like you don't know what to expect. But have some major issues with your health. And that's the most important thing. It's definitely the most important thing of your whole life. Like, I don't know what to tell you, because last time when I mentioned about Starbucks was I don't know. I went there just to see on what they did actually have, other than drinks itself. But none of it really interested me, so I walked out. And I didn't want to even go back there again. Like, I I would rather just go and buy something that has less amount of sugar in it. I mean, consuming consuming a little amounts of sugar is all right. Like, sugar is sugar. But consuming, like, I don't know how many grams you would consume. That's what messes your brain. Like, that's what messes it all up. You become dehydrated easily, especially if you're, I don't know, doing manual work. You become sweaty easily, and that's it. And if you guys don't really see or understand what I'm saying towards this, like, even if you searched up a video trying to sort out your diet, like, even though I'm not the one to explain things properly, but I try using character to explain it to you, to either make it as a positive thing for you to get your life sorted out. Like, I don't have the best physique or anything. Like, I don't, like, I'll be completely honest. I don't have the best physique. And that was the lack of just working out, and the amount of foods, like junk food, I was consuming. It was completely bad. And my whole waist didn't even look like a waist. It just looked a bit like it was fat around my waist and everything. So I needed to sort that out ASAP. So I did. But if if you want to try certain foods that sounds or looks healthy to you, you might want to keep double checking every single time, because really it's the amount of calories, the amount of calories, the amount of really carbohydrates or whatever. But if you're deeply serious about this, then I'm this type of person. This is why I'm called motivation DVN. It's it's not only just for you, but it's just for me as well, to remind you and to remind me to always keep going, to not say I can't do this anymore. That, like, this is why I made this channel for a reason. I always really deeply wanted to help people. I'll be completely honest. But if people don't understand on where I'm coming from this, then I mean, at least I tried my best from there. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say, really. So yeah, peace.